I feel like I'm on the ball today. I even felt exempted from the law today. It's like this revelation dawned on me. It's so amazing, help support the cause. I get everyone involved. I feel like I'm on the ball today. I even felt exempted from the law today. It's like this revelation dawned on me. It's so amazing, help support the cause. I get everyone involved.
I get everyone involved.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday.
Welcome back, son.
Yeah, it is good to be back. It is good to be back off vacation. Boys weekend. Sports equinox was yesterday. We got a lot of fun shit to talk about today.
Yeah, pretty cool. So I know that you did this brothers trip. Which is really cool. So give us some insights.
If you live in Florida and you have been watching the Huddle, you do know that we've been hit with a few hurricanes this year. So fun fact, if you do not know, or this is your first show, that is my father, Steve, by the way. I am Jay. We are at a family business who help people get 1% better every day. And so we tried to go get 1% better at golf, but due to the hurricanes, our trip kept getting kind of pushed around, but we finally made it work, got to go to Jacksonville, where we played. What did we play? We played 48 holes of golf in 2 days. Which
see a Joey Jansen sighting.
That is a Joey Jansen. Yeah, we went up there. We do have our partner or one of our clients up there, part of the True Network, is in Jacksonville. So he hooked us up at his club, got us onto another private club. The weather was phenomenal. A lot of laughter, a lot of bad golf shots, a lot of Theragun and ice baths the next day. But it was beautiful. It was so fun to get away. Mark is my half brother. James and Aiden have no true relation to me as brothers. James is Mark's stepbrother, obviously. But it did feel like four brothers. It was cool. James and Aiden came over from Tampa. Me and Mark drove over from Fort Lauderdale. And it was just 2 days of just really fun. It was awesome. And then fortunately on the way back, we got to see our grandpa up in Ormond Beach. It was nice to stop off. Shay, I don't know if there he is. We got to stop off, see him, make his day. We talked about the Jets, talked about the Dodgers and the Yankees. So it was good to visit with him. And so it was really just a great weekend. It really was just fun to get away, fun to have family time, friend time. But good to be back.
So 2 questions or 2 thoughts. First of all, great to see Grandpa. He looked lit up because you were there. The power of people, of interaction, that's certainly at work there. So he's doing great in his recovery. Amazing. The guy is a fucking ox, man.
He just keeps kicking. It just doesn't really matter. He kind of rolls with it. It was so funny. He was sitting there and the nurse was telling him something. And he's kind of like looking at us like with a coy eye going, like one of those, like just keep rolling. Just keep kind of rolling with it. So it was great to see him, give him a hug and a kiss, FaceTime you. So it was a cool weekend.
My second comment is, this whole idea of like half brother, step brother, those are all qualifications, man. There's people like the 4 of you guys are as close or closer than some other brothers who are blood. So it crosses over for sure.
I just think it's also whenever you talk about relationships or having a good relationship with someone, it comes down to making an effort to see people and doing things together and taking it out of schedules from work, from other priorities. Mark has 2 kids. James has 2 kids. Aiden is super busy with his family business and traveling, and his house was destroyed in the hurricane. So he's still dealing with all of that. So it was cool for all of us to make time to kind of, just get away for a couple of days and really enjoy each other.
Awesome. See, Hector Arias is here. We spent some time with him and the Right Way crew yesterday, digging deep into calendar. I see Rick Whalen is here. He always sticks his head in the huddle when the Jets.
Yeah, look, it was. We were on the course for most of Sunday, but watching the Jets lose, watching the Dolphins lose, it's a painful time for New York right now. Listen, I mean, there was a lot of excitement, and I don't want to call getting to the World Series and being down 3-0 a failure, but I will tell you from the Yankee standards and Yankee fans, it almost feels that way. But you never know. It's never over.
I don't know. As a Met fan, I was happy with what we did. It was a gift.
Oh yeah, I think
baseball was great.
I think, you know, priorities, whether it's in business and whether it's in life, like at a point you have a reality check of what's possible, right? You set goals and then you know, are tracking towards them. But at a point you do realize this is what we're going to do. This is what is going to happen. And so for where the Mets were, I think they overachieved for what was the new expectation. I think if you're the Dolphins now, or the Jets, your priorities, your expectations are completely changing. What do we need to focus on now in order to get to somewhere that resembles success, you know? But the further you go, the harder it is to lose.
I mean, when you know, Rick being a leader of his organization for many, many years, he knows the power of people and influence. And, you know, you bring in a guy, you bet the farm on him, and he's a fucking turd.
Yeah, I just think
it's an absolute turd.
I think there's it's a lesson of constant turnover, of not having the reps or the time together or the foundation built. I think you see that in Florida State. They're absolutely crumbling. You see that from the Jets. They haven't been together. The time, the reps, the relationships that need to get built in order for you to have long-term success, whether that be in business, whether that be in sports, anything that involves a team. I think you're seeing when the cracks aren't, or where the cracks start and there is no real foundation, it will implode. And so I think we're watching that live time with a lot of sports.
A lot of sports talk, a lot of things going on. Panthers keep winning. But I, talking about tradition and being together, I visited with the Mackie Firestein's team at last night.
Yeah, look at them.
Look at them. So I asked them to tell me how I did, and they said I was a 10.
So how many years is this for you doing that?
It's probably 5 years, I think. So there are some folks from their team that were here this morning. Heaven Vost, who asked some great questions. Asqui, I don't know who that particular person is.
I think that's Oscar.
Does Mackie still give extra credit for showing up in the huddle?
Extra credit for showing up, and those people are back.
Good. Glad to see the tradition is still alive.
He extended it. He gave the whole week.
And I know
listen, for people who don't know, when I wrote the book, Mackie and I know each other forever. Mackie is the director over at the Russell Foundation, but he's also a professor at He adopted my book as a course, and he asked me if I'd be willing to speak. And so every semester we do this thing. And I tell you what, it started in 2018. Look at that, man. Wow. So
it's always cool when you get to hear from, and Mackie doesn't really also fall into this category, but someone who's like a true academic versus someone who's not a true academic. It is cool to hear that side, especially in the business. So kudos to Mackie. I know
they ask great questions.
He does a great job because he's not built into this, strictly academic role. So it is cool. I know that they appreciate it. It's cool to see that them or kids that go through that come later once they graduate and they reach out again. So it is cool to see those people.
Awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As we do every day, we got to wake this thing up. Let's go. Yeah, man, good to have you back in the seat. Good to see everybody here this morning. This is where you get your morning coach talk, and we start every morning feeding our brains with a daily affirmation. I got a doozy for you. Shay, give me today's.
Today, the most magnetic thing on earth is loving your own energy. Your perception of yourself affects your frequency. Love yourself. Be confident in your talents and the way you express them. Love the reflection you see in the mirror. May your energy raise the whole frequency of the planet. Ooh.
One of the things we talked about last night was I gave them the Steve-isms or the on the ball isms, the things that I've just learned over the course of time, and people buy your energy. You control that. You can manage your energy. And when you show up with all of the stuff, because that song, Good Vibrations, you connect with other people who are on that vibration. So I thought that was a good one to get us kicked off. Speaking of good vibration, speaking of good stuff, for those who don't know, they've been living under a rock. You have a very successful physical training business where you train some of our clients and some other people. I think I was your first client.
Yeah, no, you were the first one who asked. I probably would have never gotten into it if you didn't ask.
And I love it. I got to tell you, I love it. I what you have done and how I work out and how my body has reshaped and how I feel, speaking of energy, it does feed itself. So, you have your thoughts on how to do that. You also have thoughts on food, and food is a very significant part of either recovery or, growth. And so I have two questions, true or false, that I thought would be fun.
Oh boy.
Almond butter is better than peanut butter.
Oh man. And so better is a tough question when you
good response. Good for you.
So I always, and especially with food, I think that's really a complicated conversation because it is really scientific and there is a whole scientific study of food. I know you are someone who has gotten their blood work done multiple times in order to figure out exactly the type of nutrients, vitamins you might be lacking. And so when it comes to food, information is king, right? Information about what type of food, what's in the food, the different types of that food, brands, etc. I think from the knowledge I have, I believe that as an overall product, almond butter is better for you.
You would be correct, sir. You would be correct.
Based on its full nutritional makeup, I do believe that it is better. But then I also think that peanut butter might be higher in protein.
So nut butters are very good for you because they're proteins and fats, and so they do supply you high nutritional value. Peanut butter has more protein, but it also comes with other oils that are not as good for you as almond butter. But I got to tell you, man, there's nothing like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Thank God you just went there, because I had a PB&J for the first time in like a year last week, and I think it was the best thing I've had in a year.
I give Helen credit because she'll come home and I've been here all day doing my thing, and I'll go, "What do you want? I'll make something for dinner or whatever." And she goes, "I think I'm just having peanut butter and jelly." Man.
And it's like that, and a bowl of cereal is undefeated. I'm just fully convinced that
Do we want to talk about the NFL's Uncrustables obsession?
I don't know this. Go, give me. I have no idea. What are we talking about?
Yes.
So got it, Jake. You were.
Speak to us. He feels like the Wizard of Oz, by the way, when he speaks in the back room. It feels like the floating head to me. I'm just gonna tell you, it feels like he's. What's your favorite type of people?
Go get me the shoes.
So I am. To answer Mackey's question before we go on the PB&J conversation about the Uncrustables. I'm using Justin's right now.
Justin's is the win.
Is a win. But the green
one
or
crunchy.
Yeah, I'm a creamy guy.
I'm a creamy guy, man. I like.
To me, it's like pulp, not pulp. I'm really like a no pulp guy either. Like I just want I don't know if those are even comparable, but that's what I'm going to say. But anyway, so snacks are obviously massive for athletes who are burning millions and millions and millions of calories on a daily basis. I've seen players be the best athletes in the world and eat McDonald's 3 times a day. It doesn't matter really what they put in their body. They're going to burn it off. But Uncrustables, even at my time at Florida, was the #1 snack ever. And so the NFL released data on how many Uncrustables get eaten. And Shay, I don't remember what do you have the actual
80,000.
80,000 Uncrustables get eaten in a year, right? For the
Jaguars. The Jaguars consume like 500 plus a week.
Right. The Denver Broncos consume 700 Uncrustables a week. And in the NFL,
unmatched.
Dude, because I'm telling you, when you walk by, it is the easy. Imagine there is a pantry in your house that you walk by that just has unlimited Uncrustables. How often are you grabbing an Uncrustable?
And an Uncrustable is a peanut butter and
Oh,
jelly.
do you not know what an Uncrustable is?
I do not.
Oh, so an Uncrustable is like a frozen PB&J. Comes in strawberry and grape, and it's almost like they're like sealed. It's like almost looks like a Jamaican patty, and it's got like sealing on the outside, and it's literally like a 3-bite PB&J. I can't believe you never had an Uncrustable. That might be the.
I will take a picture today. I'm buying Uncrustables.
They're the best. I got to tell you, they're the best snack ever. Incredible. Unreal.
So, it's Smucker's product. Okay.
There you go.
Unbelievable, man.
Fun
so, it's really funny. People talk to me about how hard it is to post on social media. This is a great conversation for social media. You just educated me. I learned about Uncrustables. Incredible. No crust. Becky's no crust.
Incredible.
So I have one more food question.
Okay, what do you got for me?
So corn is good for you.
I mean, like the popcorn most of us eat, no, but the popcorn, I think in its raw form is good for you if you don't put on butter and salt or like the 9 levels of salt and things like that. Would I be correct?
So it says popcorn can be healthy when eaten in moderation and as part of an overall balanced, nutritious diet. Popcorn is a healthy whole grain snack with fiber and protein. In its original form, popcorn is low in calories and fat. Corn, and therefore popcorn, has health benefits galore.
Right. Yeah. So most of the things are healthy that we like try.
Right. Well, here, like it says, it's healthier than chips.
Well, it's like
I'm a chip guy though. Now
it's the same thing. It's the same thing as like, oh, do you eat vegetables? And they're like, yeah, when I smother a bunch of cheese and butter all over it, though, right? Do you like a salad? Yeah, and I get it with crispy chicken and ranch and bacon and croutons and.
So here's the cool thing though. It says you can dress up your popcorn and make it even healthier. Here's a list of healthy popcorn toppings. So I don't know who would do this. Nutritional yeast.
Okay, I don't. Yeah, no.
Garlic.
Okay.
Black pepper, dried herbs, seaweed flakes, paprika, and cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Well, cinnamon sounds good. Cinnamon could be a good one.
Cinnamon on popcorn?
Now,
do you remember the thing that people were doing with cinnamon that was killing them and shit? It was some kind of.
It's like the cinnamon challenge. I think.
The cinnamon challenge. Yeah.
It's the same thing where you you had friends and it was like ketchup, mustard, and anything else you could find in your house.
I am showing you the door. So give me Teddy Swims live.
Page out of your favorite book. You told me lies just by the way you look. Taught me a language that I'll never speak. Baby, that ain't for me. That ain't for me. I dug my grave watching the way you move. You took me higher than I ever flew. Too many times gave you a second chance. Baby, I'm just a man. I'm just a man. No more thinking about you late night. No more running around with your friends now. But picking the pieces of my soul above the floor. I said I would die for you, baby, but I can't take this pain no more. I thought I was willing, but tonight I saved my life when I showed you the door. I don't wanna lose you, baby, but I can't play this game no more. I thought it would kill me, but tonight I saved my life when I showed you the door.
Woo!
So I believe he's coming to Hard Rock.
Yeah, May 9th.
May 9th. So they're selling concerts 9 months out.
Yeah, it's far. I mean, I think we had that conversation, about when you sell, when you buy things. It was a whole buyer behavior conversation. And it's hard for me to believe that you are planning that far out to spend that money, but I guess you have to.
I would like to see him. I'm into his music. Right. And when I turn him on, the body of music that he's created
He is up there as one of my favorite and who I
So
think.
here we did Becky a favor. Who is that? That is Teddy
Oh, you are in
Swims.
for a treat. You are in for a treat, Becky. Whole library of just fantastic music.
So who would you compare him to? Because he's got a Motown
Who would you
backbone.
Ooh, that's a really tough question.
Or it speaks to the fact that he's so unique.
Yeah, he's a really unique bluesy singer. Yeah, off the top of my head, it would be really tough. Like, I don't know. There's nobody that comes to the top of my head where I go, yeah, that's the same type of singer. It's a raspy, bluesy, country kind of sound.
That's an interesting thing. There is a country kind of the words of his songs.
It's more poppy than Zach Brown Band, but a lot of the same kind of Zach Brown got more poppy later. It's a good question. He's really unique.
Drop the mic, man. Ralph from Amaranth is here, man. Making the move to Huddle, baby. Way to go, Ralph, man. Way to go. So who is Alan Stone?
Alan Stone. Rick has been dropping absolute bombs in here.
Bombs, it actually reminded me he would be really, really good for the Huddler and the Hot Seat. We haven't heard from him in a long time. Jelly Roll, there you go.
Jelly Roll, right? Yeah, that's like one. And I know that Jelly Roll's coming to Tortuga just released their thing. So country music's hot.
Yeah, we were in the car. Shay and I were in the car, and Shay was in Morgan Wallen.
Love Somebody.
The song was on, and I
like Somebody. The new one, unreal.
Love Somebody.
Unreal.
So I'm listening to the song, and I go, "This is really good. Who is this?" He goes, "Oh, he's
I was like, yeah,
he's selling out.
He's like the biggest.
Yeah, he's one. Like him, Zach Bryan are some of the biggest country singers right now. But yeah, music is just the most powerful tool I think that we're given. The library is so massive.
It just changes your mood. I mean, that song, we were going into to actually talk to somebody about coming on board as a client, and that's listening to Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
Wallen. Yeah. It was like I was ready, man.
Yeah, so he does a stadium tour, or is on a stadium tour, or is finishing a stadium tour, and he always brings out people that are like big for the city. So like in Tampa, he brought out Baker Mayfield. He's a Tennessee guy, and he does like a whole stadium walk. It literally plays a song in the whole entrance.
He brought out the Hulk to Hulkamania.
So he did that, but in Tennessee, he's a big Tennessee guy. He literally had Peyton Manning dress up in a full Tennessee Vol football outfit.
Oh, bring it down!
And they walked out of the tunnel into Neyland Stadium. So he has kind of transcended country, pulled a whole bunch of new people in. I'm sure the purists will tell you that he's not true country, like the old Alan Jacksons or all the old guard, but he is big right now. And if you don't know that music, if you don't know Teddy Swims, that is a great takeaway for today.
So we talked music, we talked food, we talked fitness. We talked about a lot of good stuff. It was a great show. We did not get to a piece of content, which I'll move.
But I think it is a great lesson today about researching and about going out and finding new information or new people to continue to evolve. If you don't know about products you're eating, look them up. The information is there. Everything you put in your body is a choice. Everything you consume, from music to food to what you watch in the morning.
Last question. I got a last question for you. Thursday is Halloween. Favorite candy?
Oh, Skittles. Yeah, I don't even.
Skittles.
Yeah, it's not even. Yeah, I'm a sweet guy. I'm not a
so
guy.
Will you partake in candy on Thursday?
No. I won't buy candy. So unless it's somewhere where I will be, I don't normally suffer from a sweet tooth. But I will tell you my costume. Dude, it's pretty easy. I'm finally doing it. I haven't done it in my entire life. I'm going to be Jake from State Farm finally.
Are you going to a party on Thursday?
I think I'm going to go out or do something. So I figured I would rock the khakis.
God, I love it.
Because I can't tell you how many people I go where I tell them my name is Jake and they go, "Oh, from State Farm." So it is. You just embrace what
you can come to the popular house in the neighborhood, which is my house, because we give full size candy bars.
Oh, you're the full size.
I'm a Snickers dude, man. So you give me Snickers all day.
Snickers. Snickers for the win.
Happy. We went from talking about healthier food options to candy. You get everything on this show.
It's Halloween.
Yes, but it is Halloween. Happy Halloween. I will see you Halloween morning for Thursday. Tomorrow, I actually might be on the show tomorrow, I think.
I'm not really sure. I'm with the Amarin folks.
You might see me 3 days in a row, but we'll figure it out. We will be here, maybe some different hosts. Join us tomorrow. If you're looking for more help, ontheball.co. Join our newsletter. We're always here to help. And let's get down to business.
Please don't worry about me. I'm about to let my heart speak. My friends keep telling me to leave this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business.